Our Kenya team has just returned with a report of our ongoing projects. The guest house is coming along nicely with a goal of completing the second floor by the end of the year. Another group from Nebraska was able to stay on the first floor, even though there are still things that need to be finished. It won't be long until the second floor is done and the third floor gets started. The dining hall still has a way to go, as they need more cookers to be able to cook for all the children. Because of this need, they do half the cooking outdoors. Otherwise, the hall isn't too terribly far from being fully functional, as it just needs tables, chairs, and some more utensils. The greenhouses are providing additional income for the synod. The tomato season is halfway over and they're already making a profit. They are so excited about the crops and would love to have an additional greenhouse someday. The goats are doing well, and the additional space given for the goat shed has been a godsend. There are 10 babies and more on the way. The larger shed space has allowed separation of the ones that are giving birth. The team also spent time with our AIDS orphans and the street kids. They were very happy for the gifts of the knitted caps and toothbrushes. The wheelbarrows have been a huge help for many, but the need now is to get them into trade schools. Methodist Children's Home is providing shelter for the younger children and counseling for the older boys. They don't want to be on the streets, but many are unable to find a way out. At the schools, soccer balls were given out thanks to Grant Isbell, Aaron Rambo, and his mom, Mary Margaret. The children's eyes lit up and they squealed with delight. The yarn dolls and the toy cars were also a huge hit. Those were given to all our AIDS orphans and at all the schools possible. We sponsored a medical camp and partnered with the Nebraska team to provide food. The need for medical help is so great in the outlying areas. The elderly are especially grateful for medical care that can come to them. Our support for the dispensary provides needed tools and supplies for these medical camps. The evangelists continue their work planting new churches and are tenacious about spreading the word of God. The district superintendent sang their praises and made it clear how important these evangelists are. There simply would not be Christian churches in the area if it were not for the evangelists that our church sponsors. They continue to grow God's kingdom with a passion. It's painfully obvious what a difference our church's support makes in these lives. Your giving towards these projects or your sponsorship of an orphan truly affects more than the direct recipient. It affects the entire family in these communities. One mom, who is HIV positive, praised God that her daughter had been blessed with a sponsor. She knows that God brings miracles because He brought one to her. Thank you so much for your continued support of our Kenya village. Your kindness and generosity is appreciated more than you could ever imagine.